Your new construction payment may look affordable right now, but if the taxes are based on the dirt, that may not be the payment that you keep. Let's get into it.
I can pack up the house and give it back to you. You can have it. If you own a newly constructed home or you're buying a newly constructed home, stay here. So tell me how I signed a document with all the documents signed, your payment 1907, and you signed a million documents. Now, a year later, they hit me up in February talking about your payment is 3450. I bet it ain't. I bet, I bet, I bet it's not. So the first year when you buy your home, your newly constructed home, they're only charging you for the taxes, the property taxes on the land, the raw land. Well, the land was only worth $60,000. Well, now that the house has been put on it, and now there's a development around you, that now that land this year is worth 110,000, and they put a 400 and something, almost $500,000 house on top. So now your taxes are gonna go to correct. So now your mortgage is going to increase. Now, when they done tell you got a fixed rate, you got a fixed payment and all, they not explaining to you that the property taxes will increase that payment. My payment went up to 30.
Okay, so I just want to stop him here for a second. First of all, he's very funny in the way that he's saying it. But what he's saying is true, and it happens to a lot of people. Okay, I see it more and more on social media, people complaining about their payments going up. Now, I have a few videos on my channel explaining why that can happen, because there are several different sources for why your payment may go up. But in this instance, in this video, I want to talk about the taxes because, as he stated, whenever you go to buy a new construction home, the payment that you first receive is more than likely temporary. And the reason for that is because it is based off of the land or the plot that the builder originally bought from whoever they bought it from. So as he said, his land was worth $60,000. So whenever he went, or whenever you go to purchase your home, that first year, because the county hasn't come out or hasn't reassessed your property with the home on it, you're still going to be paying the taxes that the builder pays, as if there's not a home there, as if you're just paying for the land with nothing on it. Now, when your home is reassessed, you have to take that $60,000 for the land and whatever you paid for your house. Say it's a $300,000 home. So now your property, your space, your home, all of that is now worth $360,000. It went from being taxed at $60,000 to now it's going to be taxed at $360,000. And that, a lot of times, is the jump or the increase in property taxes that you see. That's what happened in his instance. Let's hear what else he has to say.
Or 50. How? Because I can pack up the house and give it back to you. You can have it. So they send a little letter. I called, because with this letter, don't send no letter when you talking about my money. I called a lady. The lady basically telling me, yeah, somebody should have told you that. They didn't tell me, ma'am. And that's another thing. Your realtors, some realtors, they gonna comment. I tell my clients that was your realtor's fault. That was your okay, but we not here for that. I'm here for the people that, if y'all have experienced this, or if y'all about to experience this, because it's y'all first house in y'all newly constructed home, the taxes is not right. Pay extra. Pay extra. Let me tell you how crazy it was, because when I signed the paperwork, they said your payment, like the lender was, my loan originator was like, your payment gonna be 2407, but when we got to the paperwork, it was 1907. So then I said, hey, it's supposed to be 24. You said 9. He said, no, don't even worry about it. That I always overbid. So when you get here, I can give you good news. And I'm over here giving him brownie points, sending him edible arrangements and shit. And nigga, you knew it was supposed to be 2400 because the taxes, you didn't say that. So now I'm paying 1907, happy as hell, paying 1907. And then the next year come in, and I gotta pay because the escrow didn't have no money. They done paid the taxes for me. Sir, lender, I didn't ask you to pay the tax. Don't pay the taxes on my behalf. You better call me and tell me my escrow was low. So they done paid the taxes. Now they talking about I owe them $34.50 a month for the next 3 years, or I can come out of my pocket 18, 17, 18. We is struggling. The county, the city, the states, America is down. I can pack up the house and give it back to you. You can have it.
So, what I stated earlier is exactly what happened to him. Here's something I want y'all to understand. When you hear your monthly payment is fixed or whatever, there's 4 components to a monthly payment. You have your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your insurance. The only two factors that are fixed out of that payment is your principal and interest. Your taxes and insurance are variable costs, meaning they're going to change, and they usually change every year. Focusing on the taxes, whenever your taxes increase or decrease, it's going to affect your escrow. And for those of you who don't know, when you're going to buy a home, if you're not putting down 20%, most lenders are going to require you to have an escrow account. And all an escrow account is basically a holding bucket that when you pay your monthly payment every month, the taxes and the insurance go in that bucket. So at the end of the year, your servicer can pay however much your taxes was for that year or however much your insurance was for that year. So when your taxes go up, that in turn is going to make your escrow go up. Now, I know when this happens and when most people hear these stories, they be like, somebody lied. They ain't tell me the truth. They ain't tell me them taxes was gonna be that much. However, this is your warning. This is me telling you, listen, pay attention. If you're going to buy a new construction home, 9 times out of 10, your taxes are going to go up after that first year. Now, there are a few questions you can ask and a few things that you can do to try to prevent this. You should know that whatever the taxes are based off of for the year you're going to buy is just with the land. It has nothing to do with the concrete slab or the home being put on top of it. So, most lenders should have an option for you to choose. They can set your escrow up based on an unimproved amount and an improved amount. An unimproved amount would be where they're just basing your taxes off of the land, what the builder is currently paying taxes for your lot or your plot. Or you can have them base your taxes on the improved amount. Now, of course, your lender is not going to know the exact amount of what your taxes are going to be, but they can give you a pretty good estimate of what your payment is going to look like, or even a pretty good estimate of what they can collect when you close up front in your monthly payment. That way, when you get to the end of the year, you shouldn't have an escrow shortage, but if you do, it's not going to be by thousands of dollars. It should be by a couple of $100 because you've already planned for it up front. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have the income, or that higher payment will make your debt to income ratio shoot up super high to where you no longer qualify for the loan, that's fine. But you do need to ask better questions before you sign your name and purchase that home. Don't go in there just asking, what's my payment going to be? And then once they give you the first answer, you run with it. A better question to ask is, what is my payment going to look like after the home and the property, everything, once the county has come out and fully assessed my property? This is going to do two things. It's not only going to prepare you mentally for the fact that in a year your payment is going to go up, but with that estimated number, you know either how much more you need to be setting aside a month to prepare yourself for that escrow shortage letter that's going to come, or if you don't have it, you don't have it, and I get it. But when that letter comes, it's not going to be such a surprise to you because you knew it was coming. Another thing I want you to remember, a question to keep in mind is, am I really qualifying for this house, or am I qualifying for a temporary payment? On this channel, we don't just prepare people to buy homes, but we prepare them to be successful after they've gotten into the home. So no, this video is not me saying that buying new construction is a terrible idea and you should never do it. What I'm saying is you need to be an informed home buyer. You don't just go off of whatever payment your lender gives you and don't ask any questions. You need to know what that payment is consistent of, and if there can be anything added to it in the future to prepare yourself, to prepare your household, and to prepare that bank account for any increases that may be coming along the way. Because y'all, owning a home is expensive. I'm not going to sit here and tell you and sell you false dreams that it's just the easiest thing to do, because it's not. But anything worth having is hard. Something for you to think about or to ponder on is when you're paying rent. Your rent is the cap of what your expenses are going to be. You don't have to worry about maintenance, you don't have to worry about taxes, and you don't have to worry about insurance. When you own a home, your mortgage is the base of what you're going to pay. You have your taxes, you have your insurance, you have the maintenance, you have the repairs of if anything breaks, and then you also have all of the other things that come with life. So you need to prepare yourself to be successful. Don't go into these new construction homes with these new builders and get caught up in how beautiful the home is, because beauty is not going to pay your mortgage payment. This video was tailored more to my new construction home buyers, but this goes for everybody. Understand what your payment is going to be with the correct insurance coverage, your fully assessed taxes, and your principal and interest payment. And then from there, you can move forward and see how well you're going to be able to handle it. This is why it is so important who you choose to be your representation throughout this process. Your lender and your real estate agent or your realtor partner are really going to be the ones to lead and guide you through your journey and to keep you on the right track so that you're making the best decisions for you and your family. So, if you're looking to buy a new construction home and don't quite know where to start, or you may have questions about your property taxes or other pitfalls that come with new construction homes, that's exactly why I do my consultations. I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Texas. My check number is 768070, and I'd love to help you out. I will work to build a plan that works for you, your goals, and your specific situation so that when you do go to buy a home, it's not a regret, but something you can be very successful in maintaining. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description below. Now, if you're not quite there just yet and you're looking for information that you need to get started on your journey, I also have a giveaway link below. If you feel like the giveaway just isn't enough, be sure to keep watching the channel, especially this video, and most importantly, this playlist, which I've designed to really help my first-time homebuyers with tips and tricks that they need to navigate through the home buying process. Remember, when you know better, you definitely buy smarter. Until next time, see you in the next one.